Hey Aquarians, this is Hal for HES Ultimage, and this is your Spirit Tarot forecast for the month of July. Hey guys, for personal readings, hit the link below. Okay, so I'm going to get started here, and this is a little bit of a complex picture we have. Okay, give me that and that. Okay, alright, I'm going to go with the reaping cards first for you, but we've got quite a few interesting things here. Cool. Okay. And then I'm going to examine that one. And I'll explain this to you, in a little bit. This is becoming a pretty important element for a few different signs this month. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, I'm getting a few different... I get it. All right, cool. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had to start getting the general energy and focus right now. Here we go. All right, getting started. Okay, first, the reaping set is fresh water, the Hierophant, and Jizo support. And this is part of the new deck I'm debuting for Air and Fire this month that I just got. Gods and Titans, and it's very masculine and macho and awesome. Alright, okay. Now here's the thing. There's something that ties the trump card here into this other type of energy, basically. And these are a part of the tie and what breaks the tie, okay? Because here's the thing. There's supposed to be... It's like an issue about precision, because they were showing me with the energy of... Okay, I'm going to just describe the cards to you first and show them. Here's Sky Dancer, okay? Here's Ul Focus, alright? They were showing me with the energy of the word dancer that it's the idea that, like, your thoughts are kind of scattered, or... Yeah, or that your head is in the clouds about something, and the focus element is important, but it's being kind of distracted and moved around a lot. Okay, yeah, and this is what they called the tiebreaker, the breaker of this, like, bind from one trump to another that's going to give you clarity. And it's Bayame, Beauty. It's becoming an important card for a lot of signs this month. Okay? So the idea is, by focusing on the more ideal or beautiful aspect of something that you're grappling with, yeah, and when you're grappling with it, the idea is that you're grappling with your sense of focus. It's like you're distracted, or you're confused, or your mind is going in many different directions. That's what you're going to need. The focus will come by focusing on this idea of what is beauty, what is ideal, and shooting for that. Yeah, and hitting that target. Give me a second. Okay, they're bringing in the other elements, okay? Aha, okay, alright. Okay, cool. And they're saying it's very important to turn around this energy, and they already gave it to me with that dancer element and, you know, feelings or thoughts being kind of scattered and not having any kind of grounding. Here we go, guys. This is an energy that they showed we have to revolve other energies around it to get, you know, the good stuff from reaping, okay? Adjustment in reverse. So I was already talking about this. Here it is again. All right, and they said it's important to take this element out. So any distractions you're having, any confusion, scattered thoughts, inability to focus, you need to shelf it. In July, you need to find the way to do it. And oh, here's the other thing. They're focusing on Jizo support. So you will arrive at that place where you have greater clarity and greater grounding. It's just going to be a part of the process. And they're focusing on the word sky, which shows me the idea of it's something that's like higher up or something further down that you need to gain the clarity for. So that's what we're going to wind up arriving at, okay? All right, I'm getting the high trumps now. All right, now we're really going to start to bring it all together. Bam. Okay, so here we go. Pretty obvious at this point. Here we go, guys. High trumps of this month of July for Aquarius is Full Circle, the Air Dragon, and Hypno Sleep. Okay, give me a second, because here's the thing. With full circle, it shows me the idea of things coming full circle or like having to arrive there. This is a part of your karmic process and learning process. Yeah, exactly. And here's the other element, because this is why you're going through this process of indecision. Hypno-sleep being paired with these is showing the idea that this, this process of indecision, waiting, uncertainty is necessary for you to arrive at the right answer at the end of the day. Here's the full circle card, which I didn't get to show you yet. And this is Air Dragon. This is really important because it's showing the exact energy I was talking about that you're going to arrive at. That idea of clarity, precision is so important because it's about winding up in a place that's more precise and more focused. Air Dragon is about the mastery and transcendence over your sensory experiences and, more importantly, in this case, your mind. There we go. All right. So again, for Aquarians for July, it seems like the idea of scattered thoughts or indecision about your direction or where you're going or what your goal is going to be undergoing some examination, a need for greater focus and greater, greater focus. And again, it's greater focus towards the ideal or towards what the greater or higher beauty of the situation is. So remember, that is the key, because they did give me this card very specifically as the solution to what's tying you up. Exactly. Because, like, the fact that you're unfocused right now, this is going to help you create the focus, okay? And find the precision and focus that you need to move you forward. Okay, give me a second because, yeah, okay, bringing these in now. Yeah. Okay, give me a minute. All right. Okay, now, going back to that adjustment in reverse, they showed me this was cycling around it. This means this is consistent energy and consistent focus that you'll need to give the indecision element this month, okay? This is, again, another part of what's going to help give you clarity, comfort, and understanding. We've got Sunrise paired with the Earth Dragon, okay? All right, so Sunrise has to do with new opportunities, new horizons, new ways of being, new ways of expressing yourself, entering into a new cycle or new phase when it comes to how you're approaching a situation. Earth Dragon is mastery over material, but also over your grounding, yeah, and that's what they're really showing me. Yeah, because they're Xing out the dancer element, right, yeah. And the idea is for you to become more focused and more grounded this month about where you're directing your energy. Give me a second, because they're trying to give me something. Right. They're trying to say your cycle of thought or how you're directing your cycle of goals or how you're applying your energy. Give me a second, because, okay. Because I want to see a little more here. Okay. All right. Okay, alright, getting a lot more. Because it's weird, I had this feeling that it might be on a more emotional level that you're feeling, distracted. It might be about, like, certain doubts that you might be having, or doubts in yourself, or in the circumstances of what you're looking towards. Here we go. Action is an important combination here. And this was already kind of really what you were needing, but now in a very distinct way. Yep. It's Luke, skill, paired with the Ring of Water. And this is really interesting because it's showing the idea that, let me describe it on a few levels and they'll kind of pop out to me what's more, primary. It's kind of the idea that part of the skills that you need to be cultivating this month are keeping a greater hold on your emotions. Oh, and they're saying that that'll help give you more focus and clarity. It could also be that, having a greater understanding of your skills can also help you find more, okay. They're circling the beauty card, in which case having a greater idea and hold over your own skills and knowing that will help you be able to perceive the greater ideal of how you can apply them. Okay, all right. Okay, they want me to do the mid-trumps now. Give me a minute. Okay. Okay, alright. Yeah. Okay, alright. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second, because they're bringing these two together. All right. Okay, cool. I gotta just bring it all together for you guys. Mid trumps here. We've got Maui Discovery, Freefall, Mithras Sacrifice, and they're pairing that one with Biome Beauty. Okay, so they're saying that those two are related. Okay, cool. And this is kind of what we were already discussing when it comes to the process element, because you can't sidestep the indecision. It's a part of just pulling yourself together. Yeah. Okay. Because Maui, the discovery card in these like mid trumps, is showing me the concept that it's like you need to be able to explore your own intentions and desires to get to the right place with them. Okay, all right. Oh, and they're tying it into the air dragon, so it's showing that idea that, you know, in order for you to surpass your own mental process, because I feel like it's about strategy and planning for what else that you want to move forward with, and also what you want to let go of. Because here's the thing, they brought in sacrifice when I started talking about that. So the idea is there are certain things that you might need to, yeah, unload or disperse in order to move forward with, you know, part of what you think is more ideal for yourself, because they brought in the beauty card again. Okay, all right. Cool, because that's why they were tying it with sacrifice for Mithras. Is the idea of what are you going to let go of in order to move more forward into a place where you feel better about what you're doing and where you're going. And I know that this one's coming off, yeah, give me a second. Coming off a little bit more general because it can be manifesting in a number of different ways. But the key element and energy is indecision this month. Number one, try not to let it bother you because you can find your path with it. But again, it has to do with understanding and looking at new opportunities and new horizons, and, you know, how those can ground you and give you more stability. Okay, and how you can find new ways, give me a second, to overcome, you know, indecisiveness by finding a better path for yourself or a better focus. Okay. All right, and there we go. And here's free fall. Now they're giving it to me. And free fall has to do with feeling powerless, feeling, you know, feeling very open to what's going to happen. To me, it's that idea of people who don't fear the future because the future is going to happen in its own way. Yeah. It's the idea of you embracing the future for all it could be, even if that makes you a little insecure at first. Okay, yeah, because that's the thing. With the sunrise thing, it's kind of the idea that you need to be able to be open and exploring new options. Yeah. Give me a second. Okay, they're saying it's not so much new, but more ideal options, okay? So it's the idea that maybe it's something that you already realize, but just need to, again, yeah, I gotta bring it in. Need to create some sacrifices in your life in order to reach for something that is more ideal and more in line with your soul's calling or soul's expression. Because again, this could be identity based, this could be career based, this could be life path based. Okay, cool. And they're saying like the sacrifice that you need to consider is to, again, inject more beauty or more idealism into your existence. Okay, give me a second. Okay, and they're showing it's the idea of bringing together the forces of what you need, like on a deeper level, because they brought together sky and water, and that showed me the idea of bringing the horizon into its alignment. It's the idea of bringing everything into alignment. It could also mean bringing your emotions and your mind into alignment as well. It's kind of that idea of letting your intentions be a direct reflection of how you really feel, okay? Okay, cool. And they're saying that's a big one, so I'll say it again. Allowing your actual actions and, you know, what you do be a direct reflection of how you truly feel inside. Okay, that's a big deal. Because again, yeah, in the beginning they had that Dancer energy, which was indecisive, non-connected, very frivolous kind of energy, and that adjustment in reverse energy. And it's about, again, like opening to new horizons and new possibilities that are more grounding because they allow you to be more connected to your true feelings through your actions and through what you actually say and what you actually do. Okay? And again, it might involve some form of sacrifice because they're trying to say it'll definitely involve some form of sacrifice. It could be a personal sense of sacrifice, could be sacrificing a habit or a routine. It could be sacrificing certain elements of a relationship. It could take many different forms. But the idea is a sacrifice will be necessary to move you more towards an ideal situation. Yeah. And it's because it's like a choice of rising above any kind of mental blocks or patterns that you self-defeat through trying to block out your emotions with what's more strategic at the time. Like, it's about the higher vision of what you want. Okay, give me a second. Oh, and now they're bringing me back to the action sector, which was that skill and ring of water, protecting your feelings and protecting your true intentions. Okay, that's important for July. Okay, you need to allow your true feelings to have an outlet, and in that outlet, be a source to move you closer to the ideal. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, all right, and reflection is, what is it? Trade winds, all right? And that shows that energy of shifting focus, shifting the way you look at things, shifting the way you're doing things. Because I think that's what it's really coming down to. It's the idea that, you need to sacrifice for the things that are truly connected to who you are and who you want to be. Okay? I feel like, okay, I'm just going to give you an example. The example would be being in a self-defeating place would be always doing everything purely based upon what you think is going to get you ahead instead of what's going to connect you into being who you're meant to be and who you really feel like you are inside, okay? All right. And okay, I'm just going to say it. I got an example and they said go ahead and go with it. I know this has been a big thing in the news with like Bruce Jenner changing his gender into female and becoming Caitlyn Jenner. It's that kind of mentality. It's like, are you going to live your whole life being somebody else, or are you going to choose to be yourself? Okay? And that's taking a more emotional standpoint to things and a personal standpoint to things. But it could also be in terms of career, your life path as well. But it's that idea of, are you going to stay, in your one realm where you would rather, go with something purely strategic and ignore what your true heart's desire, heart's calling, heart's expression is? Or are you going to allow yourself to tap into your true programming and be who you want to be and be who you're meant to be? Okay? All right. Okay, energy you're bringing is, here we go, Vulcan, inventiveness, okay? Okay, all right, and they're showing the idea of him hitting that hammer mallet against the anvil, refining the object. In this case, it's refining a weapon because, he's a weaponsmith, an armor smith kind of. But the idea is refining yourself and refining your own expression. Okay, and they're saying like being grounded in truth and in your true feelings and emotions, okay? All right. Okay. Last set here we've got, okay. Is energy surrounding you? Okay, give me a second because they're bringing me around to a full circle here with this. We've got Poseidon, flow, and then distance. Okay, give me a second. So there we go. Poseidon, flow, and distance, okay? These are energies surrounding you. Okay, cool. They just had to give me this. They said distance has to do with the distance from your feelings, okay? Poseidon flow has to do with you know, flowing into that energy of transcending any kind of mental barriers, again, that keep you from expressing your truth. Okay, and they literally said this will help turn upside down adjustment into adjustment, okay? That means imbalance can become balanced if you can move beyond any of those kinds of blocks that are preventing you from being authentic to your feelings. Yeah, specifically, I need to say that. Okay, and here we go again, and it's bringing back that energy of Mithra's sacrifice tied into that energy of beauty. And again, remember, through this entire reading, the beauty thing has been a really important element because it has to do with what's going to break the cycle of indecision or uncertainty. What's going to be the catalyst for you to connect more deeply with who you really are and what you really feel. And you know, sometimes this is more important in certain months, and that's the point. In July, it's really important in July. You know, I think this is something that most people need to learn throughout their lifetime, but Aquarians in July are being really tasked with looking at the side of themselves and allowing themselves to let go of things that are keeping them from focusing on what they really feel and what they really feel is important in this life. And they're showing the idea of being grounded in that truth is very important. And give me a second, because I want to see if they want to bring me into anything else. Okay, and it's again, they're bringing me back to that idea of like, because they showed me the sky and then the idea of being grounded again is like, again, it's that idea of that dissonance between what the mind wants to achieve certain objectives versus what the heart wants because it knows that's what's real and that's what matters is really the big part of what you need to move together. So then you have your focus again. Because again, like if you're constantly outside of your heart and outside of your true feelings, you're never going to feel like you're truly focused or truly moving forward in the way you want to. Like it's kind of your key ingredient. Yeah, and they're literally saying key ingredient always, and I know that, but okay, but here, we're going to bring these back because these are the big ones. Reaping again, fresh water, the Hierophant, oh my god, okay, and support. And now, of course, I totally get it. Here we go. Fresh water represents purity of emotions and feelings. You know, stepping into the purity of what they are and trusting and existing in that purity. Hierophant is about epiphany. Okay? And in this case, it's the epiphany of the truth of what you're grounded in through your emotions. Okay. And then we've got that Jesus support again. And that shows me the big lesson here for July for Aquarians. Know that the biggest support you have is to be true to who you are and true to yourself. Okay. Yeah. And from there, like, that is your foundation. You know, that's the foundation through which all other things grow. Like, for anybody who tries to self-defeat or suspend who they are or their identity, it's a big problem. You know, and again, this can manifest in your personal life as far as your identity and how you express yourself or how you show yourself out in the world, like in our one example, or it could be your life path, or it could be your career. Really, it could be any of those things, exactly. They're all connected. But allow yourself to understand and recognize this month which it'll be and which area you need to surpass, yeah. Surpass any of those blocks related to your genuine expression, because that is, you know, where everything grows. It's where all intention, where all wisdom, where all truth is rooted. So you need to have that this month, and you need to be connected to it in a very good way. And that's the other thing, they're focusing on that focus card again. I'll show it to you one more time. Focus. That feeling of greater decisiveness towards who you are and what you want is really valuable. And it's going to help you get over any natural blocks. in order to bridge you closer into the more ideal and more beautiful side of who you're meant to be, and the foundation that you should be living your life upon. And again, that foundation is the foundation of truth of who you are in your heart and what you truly want. Okay, guys? All right, give me a second. I want to see if they have anything else for me here. Okay, and they want me to bring back Earth Dragon one more time. It's the idea of, you know, surpassing or mastering where your grounding is, and also the grounding of, you know, where you're going. All right? And this clarity of who you are and what you want is going to help give that to you, and also lead you further towards a more ideal picture and a more beautiful picture, and to be able to perceive that beauty that much more clearly. All right. Okay, guys, that said, I do personal readings. If you want one, hit the link below. Hope you do, and I hope you have an awesome month. I'll see you later.